Get ready for a rapid-fire news blast. Vinícius Júnior's contract extension is on the table amidst a racism storm. Meanwhile, Kylian Mbappé's injury woes continue, casting a shadow over Real Madrid's crucial matches. And get this, FIFA is eyeing a radical new rule change after a shocking on-field incident involving Vinícius Júnior. Plus, we've got your essential guide to Real Madrid versus Getafe. Stick around, you don't want to miss this. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 mAh power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Real Madrid is reportedly set to extend the contract of star player Vinícius Júnior, a move that comes in the wake of a significant racism controversy during their match against Benfica. This potential deal extension highlights the club's commitment to Vinícius Júnior amidst a challenging period. The incident involving alleged racist abuse directed at the Brazilian forward by Benfica's Gianluca Prestiani has sent shockwaves through the football world, prompting calls for stronger action against racism. Details surrounding the alleged abuse are still being investigated, but the controversy has already sparked widespread debate about player safety and the handling of discriminatory incidents on the pitch. The club's decision to move forward with a contract extension signals their strong backing for Vinícius Júnior, aiming to secure his future at the Santiago Bernabéu despite the off-field turmoil. Fans and experts are closely watching how this situation unfolds, with many expressing solidarity with Vinícius Júnior and demanding accountability for the alleged perpetrators. The extension could also be seen as a strategic move to further solidify Real Madrid's squad for future seasons. But this isn't the only major development affecting Real Madrid's lineup. Stay tuned as we reveal who else is sidelined for their upcoming clash. Real Madrid faces a significant challenge in their upcoming match against Getafe CF, with several key players sidelined due to injuries and other issues. The most prominent absence is Kylian Mbappé, who is still struggling with discomfort in his left knee and has been excluded from the squad. Mbappé re-aggravated his knee pain during training ahead of the UEFA Champions League fixture against SL Benfica, and he will undergo further treatment this week. His availability for a potential future tie against Manchester City FC remains uncertain, adding another layer of concern for Los Blancos. This latest setback means Mbappé has already missed several important matches in 2026 alone, including those against Atlético de Madrid, Real Betis, Real Sociedad, and Benfica. Adding to the team's woes, head coach Álvaro Arbeloa will also be without Eduardo Camavinga, who is dealing with a dental issue. Furthermore, Jude Bellingham and Eder Militao are still in the recovery process from their respective injuries. The club anticipates Bellingham and Militao will make their return in early April, providing a potential boost for the final stretch of the season. On a more positive note, Dean Huijsen and Rodrigo are back in the squad after successfully recovering from their muscle injuries. Several promising academy players have also been called up to complete the roster, as Real Madrid aims to maintain its winning momentum despite these significant personnel setbacks. These absences are critical, but the impact of on-field incidents is also under scrutiny at the highest levels of the sport. Next, we explore a major rule change FIFA is considering after the recent controversy. FIFA President Gianni Infantino has proposed a radical new rule. Players who cover their mouths during verbal altercations, especially those of a racist nature, should face an immediate red card. This significant proposal stems directly from the recent incident where Benfica winger Gianluca Prestiani allegedly subjected Real Madrid star Vinícius Júnior to racial abuse. Infantino's stance is clear. There should be a presumption of guilt when a player deliberately hides their speech. He argues that the act of covering one's mouth should be considered sufficient evidence of offensive intent, aiming to curb racism more decisively. The catalyst for this proposed change was the contentious moment during the Champions League match between Real Madrid and Benfica, where Prestiani allegedly used a racial slur, but the exact words were obscured by his shirt. Vinícius Júnior himself spoke out after the match, labeling his abusers as cowards for hiding their actions. Infantino elaborated on his position to Sky News, stating, "If a player covers his mouth and says something, and this has a racist consequence, then he has to be sent off, obviously. There must be a presumption that he has said something he shouldn't have said, otherwise he wouldn't have had to cover his mouth." He emphasized that while disciplinary cases require analysis and evidence, football cannot remain satisfied with the status quo. Infantino further questioned the motives behind such actions, adding, "I simply do not understand if you don't have something to hide, you don't hide your mouth when you say something." He believes these decisive actions are necessary to demonstrate seriousness in the fight against racism and to serve as a deterrent. The International Football Association Board, IFAB, has acknowledged Infantino's concerns and is initiating a formal consultation on measures to combat discrimination, with a particular focus on the mouth-covering habit. Any rule changes could be implemented in time for the 2026 World Cup. Benfica boss José Mourinho, while initially facing criticism, later clarified his stance, emphasizing due process but promising severe consequences if Prestiani is proven guilty. He questioned, "Is the presumption of innocence a human right or not?" underscoring the legal complexities. While new rules are debated, the focus for many remains on the pitch and the upcoming fixtures. Don't go anywhere, because we're breaking down how you can watch Real Madrid versus Getafe live in the USA. Football fans in the United States can catch the highly anticipated La Liga clash between Real Madrid and Getafe CF live. The match, part of Matchday 26 of the 2025-26 La Liga season, is scheduled for Monday, March 2nd, with kickoff set for 3:00 p.m. Eastern Time. The La Liga title race is heating up, with Barcelona currently holding a 4-point lead after their recent victory. Real Madrid, needing a win to close the gap and stay in contention, faces a Getafe side fighting to avoid the relegation zone, making this a crucial encounter for both teams. Powered by Kylian Mbappé, Los Blancos are aiming to secure 3 points at home. Viewers in the USA can stream the match live on Fubo. Other viewing options include ESPN+, Direct TV Stream, and ESPN Deportes. The game kicks off at 3:00 p.m. ET, 2:00 p.m. CT, 1:00 p.m. MT, and 12:00 p.m. PT. This match is a pivotal moment in the season, with Real Madrid needing a strong performance to keep their title hopes alive against a Getafe team desperate for points. That's all the top news for today. But stick around for our lightning round recap and full call to action. And that wraps up another packed edition of news. We saw Vinícius Júnior's contract talks amid controversy, Kylian Mbappé's injury setbacks, FIFA's bold proposal to combat racism, and your guide to Real Madrid versus Getafe. Don't miss a moment of the action, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, drop a comment with your thoughts, and follow us on all social media platforms for even more.